I never imagined I'd be the kind of man to make a scene in public. I've always been the quiet one, the observer, the type to swallow my feelings and convince myself that if I ignored the cracks long enough, they'd fix themselves. But some cracks only get wider. Some betrayals demand to be exposed. So, on our 10th anniversary, I took my wife, Emily, to her favorite restaurant. A place we'd gone to since we first started dating back when we were just two broke college kids, splitting a dessert because we couldn't afford to. She loved this place, always said it held memories of when things were simple. So I made a reservation, ordered her favorite wine, and acted like everything was fine. She sat across from me, smiling, her eyes soft with nostalgia. "This is perfect," she said, reaching for my hand. "I love you." I should have said it back. Instead, I smiled, raised my glass, and stood. "A toast," I announced, my voice carrying across the restaurant. People turned to look, and Emily's smile widened until she heard my next words. "To the woman who thought she could fool me." Her hand froze around her glass, her eyes darting to mine. A flicker of confusion. Then fear. The first envelope arrived. A waiter placed it in front of her, and she hesitated before picking it up. When she opened it, her lips parted in a silent gasp. The first text message. From him. She closed it quickly, looking up at me, trying to keep her expression neutral. "I don't understand." Another envelope. More messages. Late night conversations. Plans made while I was at work, excuses fabricated to make space for their meetings. She swallowed hard, her hands trembling as she reached for the third envelope. I could see the sheen of sweat on her forehead, the way she suddenly looked small in her seat. "I don't know what this is," she whispered, her voice barely audible. I leaned in, lowering my voice so only she could hear. "You do." Her breathing turned shallow. Her fingers gripped the edge of the table. "Please, not here," she pleaded, her eyes begging. I ignored her. The fourth envelope. Hotel receipts. The fifth. A photo. His hand on the small of her back, guiding her into a hotel lobby. Her laugh caught mid-motion, the same one she used with me when she thought no one was watching. And then, finally, the last envelope. Her wedding ring. The one she must have slipped off before meeting him, because in the photo, her left hand was bare. That was when she broke. Tears spilled over, her breath hitching in sharp gasps. She covered her mouth, shaking her head, whispering, "No, no, no." I sat back down, suddenly exhausted. "How long?" I asked, my voice quieter now. She hesitated, but there was no point in lying. "A year." A year. 12 months of stolen moments, of whispered lies, of shared beds that weren't ours. I exhaled slowly. "I thought I was going crazy," I admitted. "I felt it. The distance. The way you'd smile at me but it never quite reached your eyes. The way you were here, but somewhere else entirely." She sniffled, wiping her face. "I didn't mean." "Don't." I held up a hand. "Don't say you didn't mean to. You meant it every single time you chose him over me." Her eyes welled up again, and for a second, I saw the woman I fell in love with, the woman who used to look at me like I was her whole world. But maybe that was the problem. I thought I was her world. Turns out, I was just a place she stopped to rest until she found something more exciting. The restaurant was silent now. People were watching, waiting for the explosion. But there was nothing left to say. I stood, pulling a neatly folded document from my pocket and placing it in front of her. Divorce papers. She sucked in a sharp breath, staring at them as though they were a foreign language. "I already signed," I said, my voice steady. "All that's left is yours." She didn't say anything. Just sat there, shaking, as I turned and walked out. Outside, the night air was cool against my face. I inhaled deeply, my heart still hammering, but for the first time in a long time, I felt something close to relief. Some endings aren't dramatic. Some don't come with screaming matches or broken plates. Some end quietly, with nothing but a pen and a final signature. I hailed a cab, sliding into the back seat. As we pulled away, I didn't look back. Because the truth was, I'd already spent a year looking for answers in her eyes. And I had finally found them.